Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, who is leading me? Why do I act this way? If you believe the people on the telly, the leaders remain a puppet. These are the kind of things my father was saying to me my entire life. This is not something like you guys may be hearing this now new. This was my entire life. Look in the mirror. I used to tell him things. I come home from school and say, hey, Dad, doesn't matter what it was. Hey, Dad, global warming. I remember saying about global warming. Let's go, global warming. What do you know about global warming? I said, oh, they said the Earth's going to heat up and the sea temperature's going to rise. I said, I want you to go over there and look in the mirror and ask yourself, who told you that? I was like, well, my teacher told me that. Do you really believe your teacher understands about the fucking oceans and the planet heating up? Who's your teacher? I told him the teacher's name. He's like, how old is she? I was like, I don't know, 24, 25. It's like some 25-year-old bitch is telling you about the fucking planet setting on fire. You believe that bitch? And I was sat there for a second and goes, well, I don't know. Do I believe her? I don't know. Do I believe her? You have to question your beliefs. You have to question the things you're told. Who is leading you and why do you act the way you act? Everything translates, right? It's a spider's web. If you're gonna find a man who's truly warrior-minded, who's truly conquest-minded, who's truly hard to govern, is he gonna get one chick and let her tell him what to do with his life? No. He's gonna be that guy who does whatever he wants. And this is where we also tie into loyalty, because loyalty is a completely misunderstood concept.
You value loyalty.
Oh, absolutely. But male loyalty, masculine loyalty is completely misunderstood. All these dudes out here who are at home with their wife thinking they're loyal, you're not loyal. Loyalty is having options and returning to the same place, not only having one option. They're very different things. If I walk into the store and they only sell apples and I buy an apple, I'm not loyal to apples. I don't have a choice. Loyalty is walking in the store where they sell all the fruit. I buy apples 6 days a week. Occasionally I get a big fat pineapple and I go back to apples the day after. That's loyalty. Without choice, there's no loyalty. So most of these dudes and most women who say, he's loyal, he's lame and he can't get nothing else. That's not loyal. Loyal is a dude who has all those options and still is in love with you. That's what loyalty is. So masculine loyalty is completely misconstrued and misunderstood anyway. The truth is about most of these dudes who talk about being loyal, they couldn't get something else if their life depended on it. Nobody wants it. So when I talk about a man having multiple women, I'm not even saying he's gonna be a disloyal man. I know a lot of men. We don't have to talk about me. I have some friends who are some Russian guys, they're multimillionaires. They have a wife, she's beautiful, she's in a Bentley, she's living the good life. When you think when the Russian mafia are out to play, he has no chicks? You think he ain't running around with a bunch of Barbie dolls? No, of course he is. But he goes home to his wife, and his wife's like, he can do what he wants, I don't care about them, I have the family, I have the kids. And she's smart, and he's smart, and it's a happy environment. Only here in the West are you gonna try and find a mafia boss and say, you're not allowed to do that. Come on, he's a G! He's a G! You have to judge people by their habits.
Yep.
It's not even about men, women. You should judge people by their habits. I was saying to someone the other day, I was arguing with somebody about the promiscuity of females and why it's a bad thing. And a guy was saying, well, just because a woman slept with a bunch of men doesn't mean she wouldn't be a good wife. And I said, would you let a thief into your house? I said, would you let a thief into your house? He goes, no. I said, why? He goes, well, because they steal. I was like, so you'll judge a thief based on his previous habits, but you won't judge the woman you're gonna have children with based on her previous habits? Her habit is sucking dick. That's her habit. So keep that in mind when you want to fucking marry. And don't be surprised when she does what she's always fucking done. Like, it's insanity that people are gonna sit and pretend that we don't have to look at people's habits and judge them by them. Of course, if I'm a violent person, society should judge me as violent and stop me doing X things. That's normal, that's how life works. So you need to keep those kind of things in mind. You can't trust dudes who don't get pussy because on a long enough timeline, there is a 1,000% chance they sell you out for pussy.
Bam.
Yep. Whether it's your ex, whether it's a new girl that they just get, then they stop replying to your ass because she doesn't like them hanging around with you anymore. They vanish on you. Dudes who can't get pussy are gonna sell you out for pussy. And what's crazy about all of this is that most people very seriously understand that you are the product of the 5 people you hang around with most often. Yeah. They say it all the time. You're going to be the 6th one. Hang around 5 millionaires, you're the 6th millionaire, blah, blah. I don't know why most of you boys are rolling with dudes who can't get laid anyway. Like, if you're with some lame who can't even get a girl to talk to him, why are you even his friend? Like I know that sounds like a horrible thing to do, but when I roll out with my team, I know we'll all throw down if it gets into an altercation. We're all going to be able to handle ourselves for pussy. None of us going to fucking snake each other over a little bit of pussy. If we get arrested in the police station, they say, oh, Sterling said this. I say, no, he didn't. Fuck you. Call the lawyer.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you need to be with your boys.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are even rolling with these other weak dudes and wonder why you're such a fucking weak dude and why these chicks don't think you're a weak dude. Because you're also judged by your team. That's something else to keep in mind, man. You're rolling with a bunch of lames who are crying their eyes out over girls, and then you expect your girl to respect you? You don't even respect your fucking self. One of the least attractive qualities as a man, one of the least attractive qualities you can show as a man is frugality.
Yes,
But
very
now,
true.
it's not saying you're not smart with your money. Not saying you don't invest.
There's a difference.
But there's a difference. But if you come across as frugal or cheap, that is super unattractive. And it's not unattractive because the women are gold diggers. It's unattractive because it shows you have a scarcity mindset.
Yes.
I'm scared. I'm a little punk. I'm afraid if I spend this extra $3, then you're just advertising you're a punk. You're saying I am a punk. I'm scared. That's the worst thing you can do is come across as frugal. I'm not saying you have to blow all your money on every date, right? Yeah. You can go on a normal date, but if you come across as frugal or cheap, if you tip shit or you're just cheap, that's the number one turnoff for women is a cheap dude. Nobody wants a cheap dude. I don't even want cheap friends, right? You know? So like you're saying, if you're a woman, you have all these choices. Why are you gonna be rolling with some cheap dude? You're like, what? He's cheap on the first date? I'm gonna be with him for the rest of my life, Mr. Cheap? Come on, you gotta get that out of the window.